Admiral's men capture the Sea Hound. But Captain Silver daringly seizes the Admiral's own ship, the Albatross, and gives chase. Unaware that Silver's party is aboard, the Admiral's crew allow the Albatross to come alongside and...
Take first and get below. Jerry, stand by to cast off. The captain. There he is. Throw him alive. Thanks for the lift, boys. Captain, are you hurt?
No, he just nicked me a little.
Cookie a hand. Okay, Jerry. Come on, Cookie, hurry up before they get too far away.
Please compose self. Haste is enemy of good aim.
Now we're back again on the captain's side.
Our game is to cut down both sides. Then we'll step in and take the gold.
Time now for good shooting.
That's enough for now, Cookie. You did a good job.
It was swell. Humble person prostrate of such praise. But suggest the Sea Hound have no automatic pilot.
Holy smoke! Hey, let's go!
Stand by to approach Diamond Cove.
Aye, sir!
I'll get that map of the gold location from Silver, and then see what deal I can make with the Admiral.
What makes you think Silver will give it to you?
I'm not going to ask him. The map's mine, isn't it?
Yes, but if he knows you've got it...
He won't know it. Now take it easy and stand by.
I'm grateful for everything you've done, Captain Silver.
Well, I only hope we can find your father, help him locate the treasure. With the Admiral interested, it may be a little difficult.
Why should you go to all this trouble for someone you scarcely know?
I feel like I've known you for a long time. What's cooking, Cookie?
Work in progress is not culinary. I've made 2 careful copies of treasure maps.
That's not a bad idea.
Never put all eggs in one basket. Ancient American saying.
Where's the original?
In a safe place, no cause to worry.
Good.
You lost the Sea Hound, Murdoch. I hope you got the map.
We weren't able to get it, Admiral.
What's the alibi this time?
We were about to get it all right, but the captain sneaked up on us in your boat and tried to...
Spare me the details. I can imagine what happened. I've tried to impress upon you what a clever opponent this captain is. To beat him, we must be more clever than he.
He's smart, all right, but he gets all the breaks, too.
A clever man makes his own breaks. For years, we've been trying to find this Spanish treasure, the location of which is on the map that Rand gave to the captain. Murdoch, I've listened to your last excuse. You'll get that map tonight.
What's the matter, Fletch?
What's the matter, Fletcher? Come on. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Uneasy sleeps person who owns nervous watchdog.
Hey, Tex. Wake up. Something's wrong. Let's have a look around. I can't.
What happened, Rand? There's nothing wrong up on deck. Hey, what ails him?
Lend a hand. Somebody's been through the desk. Probably looking for copies of the map that Cookie made. Can you remember what happened now, Rand?
I was making a round on the deck. There was a noise here in the cabin. I came in to see what it was. That's all I know.
Slug from behind. Get him to his bunk. Aye, aye, Captain.
Intruder was evidently a man who plays safe. Both copies of the map missing.
I noticed that. No doubt one of the Admiral's men.
Unwelcome visitor was one who swam. Wet tracks on the deck.
Wet tracks on the deck. Well, Tex and I will go ashore early in the morning. See if we can pick up his trail.
In future, perhaps we give Fetcher strong coffee with his evening dog biscuit. Maybe then he will bark when the thieves come, instead of after they leave.
All right.
Tex, you stick around here.
I want a chance to look around by myself for a while.
Oh, this is a bad time to be moseying around alone. With the map in the Admiral's possession, why, he'd knock you off like that.
If I get into any trouble, I'll holler.
Oh, Captain! Oh, Captain! Oh, Captain! Oh, Captain! Oh, mon Capitaine! Mon Capitaine!
What is it, Andre?
Monsieur,
Yes?
I wanted to thank you for the tobacco you left me at the store.
You didn't have to run down the beach to tell me that?
That is true, monsieur.
You mean there's something else, something more important?
Yes, there may be. And I shall tell you whatever the consequences. I have heard a strange story from the interior about a white man who wandered into the jungle. This man was captured by Rayaks while on hunting expedition. His life was spared only because he was not right in his mind. Even so, one of the Rayaks wanted to kill him. The other insisted that he be taken to the settlement of the tribe. They journeyed toward a high escarpment, beyond which the Rayaks lived. No white man has ever seen it and lived. This is the strange story I hear. You think maybe you can believe it? Myself, how can I know for sure?
Maybe this mysterious white man is Ann Whitney's father.
I don't wish to alarm you.
What are you trying to say, Andre?
If the story of the white man is true, and he regain use of mind, the Rayaks will kill him like that.
Oh, where's this mysterious settlement? We gotta know where to begin to look.
I do not remember that, monsieur.
Andre, a man's life is at stake.
Perhaps mine also. It is never good to speak too much of strange happenings on island.
Well, maybe you'll remember tomorrow. I'll come back to see you then.
Tomorrow, no one can be sure.
Van Ward in, Charlie?
Him, but then he go out.
Did he say when he'd be back?
No, he no say. Maybe quick, maybe slow.
I think I'll wait around for him for a few minutes.
You like food, maybe? Very special item blue plate today.
No. No, thanks.
Then no wait for Mr. Ben, what?
One jump ahead of the captain. That's a break. Get set.
What will happen if the Admiral actually gets the treasure map? What deep game is this that Rand is playing? Be sure to see in The Admiral's Lair, Chapter 8 of The Sea Hound at this theater next week. The treasure map is stolen from the Sea Hound by Murdoch, one of the Admiral's men, disguised as a native. Captain Silver picks up his trail at Kanoa and follows him down the beach. Watching for a trap, Silver skillfully eludes one, but the treacherous Murdoch leads him into another.
Take over, Tex.
What happened to you?
I caught up with that fellow and we tangled. I slipped and he hit me on the head with a rock.
There goes a coyote that tried to bury you. I'll catch up with that hombre someday. Hey, you sure you're all right, Captain?
Yeah, just a little ringing in the head. I found out what I wanted to know. The admiral's behind the theft of the map. Now I have some questions to ask aboard the Sea Hound. And my hat.
Hey, there's somebody on our boat. They're trying to get away in it. There comes trouble. Snap into it.
The motor won't start. Hold them off.
What are you trying to do, Tex? Be a submarine? Hey, they're getting away.
Let them go. Let's get out of here. I can't understand why they didn't start the engine and take off. You took off the distributor cap, eh? Tex, you're not so dumb as you look.
Where have you been all night?
I passed out after I got back from the Sea Hound. Ben Moore took me to his place overnight.
It looked like you'd been through a storm.
Well, this morning I tangled with the captain and some of his men, and I nearly finished them.
Too bad you didn't. What about the job you were supposed to do aboard the Sea Hound?
I got what you wanted. Rand's map.
Didn't make anything of this. It's a fake.
It's the real thing. I got it out of the captain's desk.
All right, all right. Maybe the captain changed it so no one else could read it.
Maybe he can't read it himself. That's why he hasn't done anything about it.
Inspector Rand should be able to read that code. He got the map from Whitney. You'll just have to play with that double-crosser.
He may not be able to do anything on account of the captain.
All of which adds up to one unpleasant conclusion. We need Rand in our camp. We must see that he splits with the captain.
That'll do it.
The question is, how to cause such a split?
Considering the circumstances of the theft, I'm forced to one conclusion. Someone on the Sea Hound is mixed up in it.
Am I to assume that you're accusing me, Captain?
Perhaps you're accusing yourself.
Why should I have to steal a map that already belongs to me? If I wanted it, I only needed to ask for it.
Then why didn't you, Rand?
There isn't a particle of proof that I stole that map. I suppose I slugged myself, too.
You sort of jumped to a conclusion, Rand. Now you're stuck with it.
No good stinking coyote.
Me good boy. Me good boy.
Yeah, the good boys carry knives a foot long?
Well, knife for sure. Me good boy. Got a message from Mr. Rand.
Yeah, well, let's deliver.
There's only one way to play the game, Rand. With all the cards on the table.
This hombre's snooping around up on deck with a knife in his hand. He says he's got a message for you, Rand.
Well, I never saw the man before.
He can still bring you a message. Go on, what is it?
Mr. Rand, you call Admiral on radio. Admiral, say so.
This is nothing but a trick to discredit me. You're trying to force my hand.
Oh, the Admiral. Why don't you contact him, Rand? Jerry, call the Albatross.
Aye, sir.
The Sea Hound's calling on voice radio, Admiral. Murdoch must have made it without getting killed. And that's bad news for Mr. Rand.
Sea Hound calling Albatross. Sea Hound calling Albatross. Come in, Albatross.
Hello, Sea Hound. Hello. Over.
Albatross, go ahead.
Hello, Rand.
Go ahead, Rand.
Admiral, this is the captain talking. I'll take that message for Rand.
So Rand won't talk, huh? I have a message for you also, Captain. Ask Rand where he got that map. The one he claims to have bought from a beachcomber.
Suppose you tell me where it really came from.
That's a very valuable piece of information.
Stop stalling. If you have anything to say, say it. Otherwise, get off the air.
Come now, Captain. You're being very rude. That's no way to talk to a man who's trying to do you a favor. All I ask is a meeting, so I can tell you what I know.
If you have any business with me, you can come aboard the Sea Hound.
I can scarcely blame you for being cautious, having a traitor already in your midst.
Sign up, Jerry.
Everything that scoundrel said was a lie.
What are you so excited about? He didn't accuse you of anything. He only hinted.
He as much as accused me.
Yeah, it was just a clumsy attempt to split us up.
What's next, Admiral? It's too early to say, Singapore. I've planted a seed, and I think it will grow.
I think it's plumb foolish to turn his varmint loose. Besides, his face looks mighty familiar for a native.
There's no sense in keeping him aboard unless you want to share your bunk with him. There's no brig. Turn him loose.
Yes.
Mr. Rand has manner of a very guilty person.
I've got a plan that fits in with that idea perfectly, Cookie. Tonight, when they hit the sack.
If Silver and the Admiral get together, I'm done for. Attempted murder is a hard rap to beat.
You can always deny it.
That's difficult when it happens to be true. And with Whitney alive, it's bound to come out.
Why not tell Silver the truth and organize a joint expedition to find Whitney? You never can tell. We might get to him first, just to make sure he doesn't talk too much.
It's too late. Silver doesn't trust me. And besides, no such expedition could succeed if the Admiral didn't want it to.
Oh, and there's only one thing left.
Yes?
Throw in with the Admiral. Use him. And when we get what we want, clear out.
What is it, Cookie?
Suspected one and Faithful Shadow are going ashore in a rowboat. As ordered, no attempt made to stop them.
When'd they shove off?
Scarcely a minute ago, Captain.
Good work, Cookie.
The rest is up to me. Captain, beware, please. Sharks in the lagoon, beasts in the jungle.
Okay, Cookie.
Hold the fort, Cookie.
Hide the boat? No, we might need it. We could be walking into a trap.
We may not even be able to get to the Admiral's.
We'll force our way in. Then we'll dictate terms. Admiral's got a sentry out.
Did we ask his permission, or?
We're not asking any favors. Now let's go in and talk turkey to the Admiral.
Enjoyed informal visits. This one is unusually informal. May I ask what happened to my guard?
We didn't take any chances with him. He's sleeping peacefully.
Relax, gentlemen. Blake, serve my guests some fruit. We may as well have our chat in comfort. Blake, how many times must I give an order? See, the servant problem is troublesome, even in this remote part of the world. I thought my little strategy would bring you here, Mr. Rand.
It was a very clever trick, but it didn't fool the captain for a minute.
It wasn't intended to.
And what was your idea?
To worry you a bit, to see if you'd come here to find out what I have in my mind.
You're very sure of yourself, Admiral.
I knew you couldn't afford to let me meet the captain. Tell him how you almost killed Whitney and stole his map.
Suppose we stop fencing and get down to cases. Vartman and I are willing to pool interest with you.
It's always a possibility. Assuming, of course, we can reach certain agreements. Excuse me, I just happened to remember. Blake, come here, let me change that bandage. I'm an amateur surgeon, you know. Blake, do you hear me? Come here. What's the matter? Can't you speak?
That's not Blake.
Please. I've always prided myself on my marksmanship.
Has the Admiral at last declared open war? What new peril has Rand's double dealing led him into? For the sensational answers, see On the Water Wheel, Chapter 9 of The Sea Hound, at this theater next week. Captain Silver trails Rand to the Admiral's house, enters by means of a disguise, and learns of his treachery. Unmasked, Silver makes a daring escape, but is closely pursued. Fleeing through the jungle, he finds his way blocked by a boiling pool and...
Please. I've always prided myself on my marksmanship.
We should have found the captain a long time before this.
Oh, maybe we're on the wrong trail. Those shots we heard were sure in this neighborhood.
It's an awful way to go. Boiled to death.
Well, then likely frozen.
I don't understand.
That pool isn't hot, it's ice cold. Those bubbles are from carbonic acid gas.
Well, anyhow, we won't have to be bothered about the captain anymore.
He's not hot, he's cold. Oh, man, I thought you were boiled.
Not a bit. It almost frozen to death. Must be CO2 gas. Knocked me out for a while.
CO which? Carbon dioxide gas. They use it in refrigerators. Man, they sure need him in this climate. Do you feel able to travel, Captain?
Yeah, sure. It'll warm me up.
Gosh, we thought we'd never find you.
But you did. Now let's get back to the Sea Hound. I've learned a lot, and we've got things to do.
You all right after bath, Captain?
I wouldn't have missed it for the world, Cookie. But I don't think I'll try it again.
While you're enjoying yourself, voice speak out of air.
Captain, he means the radio.
Oh.
Admiral speaking to Albatross. Prepare to attack Sea Hound.
What are you going to do, Captain?
Make a run for it?
Well, we can lick him.
If we can, Jerry, but the odds are against us. Go and tell Tex. Cookie, you handle the engines. We're getting out of here fast.
Jerry will be happy when he learns the truth.
Truth? What truth?
That you play cat and mouse with the Admiral's ship.
Aye. Trying to get away from them. Man, better go down below. They may start shooting.
She's still out of range, Admiral. Let him go. Cease firing! Well, that gets rid of the captain. Now we'll handle Rand and Vargman.
Tex, hold your course. An hour, the Albatross will be out of sight.
Then what do we do?
Come nightfall, we'll chart a new course.
But the captain gives the orders. I can't make him turn back.
Well, why is he running away?
Maybe he isn't running away. You don't know the captain.
I know we aren't going in the right direction.
A ship can always change course, Ann. But before we talk, of course, there's something you ought to know. Rand is no friend. He and Vargman attacked your father before he disappeared. Rand wants the treasure for himself.
I can't believe that.
One of the Admiral's men saw it. He was at Typhoon Beach when your father disappeared into the jungle.
Then we must go back and find him.
We will. But I want the Admiral to think we're running away. We'll turn about tonight and find some sheltered cove. I want to outwit them. Before Rand tells the Admiral all he knows about the treasure, which may be more than he told us.
I am deeply grieved that you failed to trust me, Mr. Rand.
It isn't a question of trust, Admiral. I tell you, I don't know the hiding place of the treasure.
I find that rather hard to believe. What about the map you agreed to turn over to me?
Before I had a chance to get it, you sent one of your men out to the Sea Hound to steal it.
So I did. That would seem to indicate my lack of confidence in you, wouldn't it?
Anyhow, you've got the map. What's to stop us from going after the gold?
I wouldn't know where to go. I can't read the map. You see, it's in code. I expect you to translate it for me.
You know as much about it as I do. The captain's the only one that can decipher it.
You're lying, Mr. Rand.
Why do you say that?
Simple. I'd do the same thing under similar circumstances.
You'll get nowhere like this.
But I will. Singapore, escort these two gentlemen to the slave camp.
Just take it easy.
Pete, you know the information I want. See if you can persuade them to talk.
If this breeze keeps up, we ought to make the island by midnight. We'll anchor over in that cove. They'll never spot us there. Stand by to lower sails. When we leave, Cookie, you put out to sea. Now, every third night you approach that shore. If we want to get back aboard ship, we'll give you 3 flashes of fire.
Even my poor eyes cannot miss the flash of fire.
Good. Miss Ann, I haven't any instructions for you.
Of course you haven't. I'm going with you.
No, I don't want to put you into any trouble.
You wouldn't know my father even if you found him.
Perhaps he could identify himself.
Perhaps he couldn't. If something terrible hasn't happened to him, I know he would have had some word from him by now. You've got to take me with you.
It's against my better judgment.
Everything's loaded. We can shove off now, Silver.
Okay, Tex. Cookie, keep your eyes open. Come on, Fletcher. We'll set up camp in the jungle near the Admiral's plantation.
Yeah, well, we better get it done before sunup.
That's right, Tex. Come on. When we finish up, you 3 better get some rest. I'll stand guard.
Has your memory improved, Mr. Rand?
Give me a chance, please. I swear I don't know anything about the treasure.
Your memory course is slipping, Pete.
Oh, the next part's very good. Helps people remember.
Untie them.
Rand knows anything. The Admiral hasn't learned it yet.
Don't shoot. There are too many of them for us to put up a fight. We'll get out of here and let them take over the place.
Well, how about Rand?
We'll figure that out later. Must have come after Rand and Bardman.
What would they want with them?
I don't know, but I'm going to find out. Come on.
Where, back to the camp?
No, to head off those natives. Ahead of them.
If we followed them, we could find their village and maybe the gold.
It's true, Jerry. It's more important right now to save Rand and Bardman. These natives don't save their prisoners very long.
Here they come.
Somebody's gunning those natives.
Rand and his sidekick didn't have any guns.
But the captain has.
The ship run away from us.
I should have known it was a trick. The captain never runs away from anything.
Then maybe we can get them. You promised them to me.
Mike, take care of things here.
Get going.
We owe you a great deal, Captain.
You owe me nothing, Rand. For my part, I'd just as soon let the natives have you.
Well, your words don't back up your acts.
What we did was for one reason. To have a showdown with you.
I'm still puzzled.
You can repay what you owe us, Rand, by telling us all you know about John Whitney and the lost treasure.
Well, this is hardly a place to talk.
Then you do have something to say.
First, let's get out of the Admiral's territory.
You don't approve of these tactics?
He's worse than those natives, and he's supposed to be civilized.
You two go ahead.
I better go. The captain may be in trouble.
I can help, too.
Well, you gotta stand by, Miss Ann.
We should never have been left behind in the first place.
Oh, well, I just know they walked into a trap. You gotta stay here, though, just in case they do come back.
All right.
Better stick with us, Rand. It's a lot easier than tangling with the Admiral again.
We'll hold up our end.
Somebody's closing in.
Keep moving slowly. We'll follow.
You'll feel like talking in a little while, Captain.
You're wasting your time, you big fat landlubber.
Pleasant compliment, lad. I shall return it later. Take him along. You have two choices, Captain. You can talk, or we can make you talk.
I don't think we have very much in common to talk about.
That mean you've already made your choice?
It all depends on what subject you pick.
But I'm very interested in a certain lost treasure.
So am I.
I have a map.
A stolen map?
I have a map which you can decipher for me, Captain. I should regret having my friends here use force. Their methods aren't very pleasant.
Do you think if I'd deciphered the map, I'd be here?
You had no other choice.
And if I had deciphered it, do you think I'd tell you?
That I shall also find out. As I'm rather impatient, we'll start with the lad first. You're next, Captain. We'll try this first, Captain, to see if it works. Singapore, man the controls. Are you ready to decipher the map for me, Captain?
No.
It's most regrettable. I think you will after a longer stay under the water.
What new danger now confronts Anne alone in the jungle? What is Whitney doing with this war party of Ryaks? Next week in this theater, see the plot unfold further in On the Treasure Trail, Chapter 10 of The Sea Hound. The Admiral captures Captain Silver and Jerry. Believing that they know the secret of the treasure map, which he's unable to decipher, the Admiral orders them bound to an ancient water wheel and gives them their choice of revealing the information or...
We'll try this first, Captain, to see if it works. Singapore, man the controls. ready to decipher the map for me, Captain?
No.
It's most regrettable. I think you will after a longer stay under the water. It appears the captain may wish to tell us what we want to know. Let's give him a chance. Looks like they're out cold. I don't think the captain's enjoying our little game.
Well, we'll let him wake up, then give him some more of it.
It's a Whitney girl. We'll take her with us.
Why do you want to do that?
She'll be insurance.
I don't get it.
Remember, we're on our own now. The captain and the admiral are both against us. Our only chance to keep the captain under control is to trade for the girl's safety.
Well, you're the boss.
I'll go in fast so she can't make a break. You circle around. I'm sorry, Miss Whitney, but you'll have to come with us.
Why?
You have no choice, because both your safety and your father's depend upon your cooperation. Please get whatever things you need, and hurry.
Must have told you where the goal was located. Or where Mr. Whitney is? Oh, come, Captain. Be a sport and tell me. Surely there's enough gold to satisfy us all.
I don't know, and I wouldn't tell you if I did.
Captain's forcing our hand. Singapore. Water's going down. See what's wrong.
How you doing, kid? I was getting kind of waterlogged, but I'm okay now.
Sure you are.
Singapore! Manila! Hey, let's get out of here. Ann, where are you? Captain, Ann's kit bag is gone.
Tex, was Ann all right when you left?
Sure she was, and I told her not to move from here no matter what happened. Maybe she just got tired of waiting and started hunting for you.
That doesn't seem likely. Look around.
Hey, Jerry, come here. There are 3 sets of prints here. 2 big ones and a little one.
And that proves that Ann didn't run away by herself.
Yeah.
I wonder who the big prints belong to.
I get a pretty good idea. Let's find the captain.
Okay. Captain, we found a clue. Footprints.
Ann left here with 2 men. Most likely Rand and Boardman.
Well, at least they won't harm her.
Well, they're headed inland.
Get what gear you need and let's go.
Rand, I don't like the idea of going any further inland. First thing you know, we'll be running into those savages that tried to kill us before.
Captain would expect us to head for the beach. Besides, this way, there may be a chance of finding out what happened to Mr. Whitney.
Well, I'm still not sold. If we had any sense, we'd hide out for a while.
I'll tell you what to do, Boardman. There's a bamboo hut up ahead. We can rest there. Somebody's been here recently, but he's gone now. You take over the hut, Miss Whitney. We'll stand guard outside.
So I saw Rand and Boardman had the Whitney girl with them. She didn't act like she was there because she wanted to be.
It's a good joke on our clever captain. Rand was smarter than he figured.
I thought the information...
We ought to get out there and take the whole bunch of them.
Come a little later, perhaps. Right now, things are progressing very favorably. I've split the captain and Rand. Now let them fight it out, and we'll collect what's left.
Isn't what I told you worth something?
Certainly. Go out to the kitchen and have the cook fix you a good meal. I'll let you guide me to the Rand party when I'm ready. There's only one thing that really worries me.
What's that, Admiral?
Whitney.
Oh, he probably met up with the lilacs. Gut. You know what I mean.
Maybe. It's possible he's very much alive. The Ryaks are very strange people.
Another strange party has come into our territory.
Where are they?
Near the rock blizzards.
How many people are there?
3, 2 men and a woman.
You will lead the warriors against these people. Take this man with you. If these strange people come in search of our gold or seeking him, they must die.
Smell it?
I sure do. It makes me plumb hungry.
Not far away either.
What are you two talking about?
If you like coffee as well as we do, you wouldn't have to be told.
Better have something to eat, Ann. Maybe a long time between meals.
I'm not hungry.
Turn when you said it was Rand and Boardman with Ann.
Yeah, but where do we go from here? We can't sneak up on them. There's too much of a clearing.
It's a cinch they won't give up without a fight. We have to figure out some surprise. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll work around in back of the hut. You two be ready for action.
Okay, Captain.
Anything to say for yourself, Rand?
I've no apologies to offer.
I didn't expect you would have, but you've got some explaining to do.
Just what is it you don't understand?
What I do understand, Rand, is that you're a rat. I wish I'd have known that before. It'd saved us all a lot of trouble.
Okay, so I'm a heel.
I've known that ever since I heard the Admiral call you for stealing that map and trying to kill Mr. Whitney.
And you were the man in the house that night, the one we chased through the jungle.
That's right.
All right, on your feet, you varmint.
Actually, I wanted to...
Some of the stuffed natives, the boys with their ropes, are sneaking up on us.
That means trouble.
You'd better give me a gun.
Not yet. Maybe they'll listen to reason.
Now I'll tell one. Those natives are Ryaks, the worst cutthroats in the islands.
If we could go into the hut, it would be some protection.
No, Ann, that'd only be a trap. We've got to stay out here and try to control the clearing. And Tex, no shooting till I give the word.
Okay, Captain.
Something wrong. Don't make any sudden move.
Let them have it. They'll think the captain did it.
Will Rand be able to capture the Sea Hound? How can Tex and Jerry win out against these terrific odds? See the thrilling answers in Sea Hound Attacked, Chapter 11 of the Sea Hound, at this theater next week. Captain Silver and Tex rescue Anne from Rand, capturing the latter and his companion. But the ferocious Ryaks approach through the jungle to attack them. Anne is amazed to see her father with the natives, but he fails to recognize her.
Let them have it. They'll think the captain did it.
Let's move. Natives will blame the captain for the shooting.
Make no move. Say nothing.
Walk, walk! Micah!
They think someone else did the shooting. Don't act in a hurry going back to the hut.
But my father...
I have an idea about that.
What happened to you two?
We were bushwhacked.
Bushwhacked? Where are Rand and Vardman?
They did the bushwhacking.
And I guess they lit out on us, Captain.
Tex, you got to keep your eyes open.
Oh, I did, but they were open in the wrong direction.
What are we going to do about my father?
And first, I'd like to say this. I don't think that Vardman and Rand wanted to face your father. That's why they made sure nobody interfered with their getaway.
When we meet again, there'll be no getaway for those bushwhacking buckaroos.
No, Tex, there's something more important happened here. I think Mr. Whitney had a reason for not recognizing you, Ann.
That sounds impossible.
Remember this. The natives must know your father came to the island in search of the treasure. That's why he's being held prisoner. It's obvious, then, that anybody he recognized would be a party to the search for the treasure. As such, they'd be taken prisoners immediately.
You mean if he didn't recognize us, we'd be left alone?
I'm sure that was his idea, and, well, that's the way it turned out.
But he's still in their hands.
Yeah, our first job is to follow the natives and try to rescue your father at the first opportunity. I have an idea the map may be of some help. We've got to remember, too, that we're up against the Admiral and that double-dealing Rand.
There's the Sea Hound.
We ought to do something about it.
We will. First, we'll make a stop in the settlement.
Proceed, gentlemen. I'm listening.
We need at the moment, Van Wart, a handful of sailing men. 4 to be exact.
Sailormen I can find. But for what purpose do you wish them?
Shall we say a secret expedition?
That becomes much more difficult and more costly.
Van Wart, you're a thieving scoundrel.
Admitted. Admitted. But you still need sailors.
We'll pay their price.
And my price, too?
Yours, too.
I'll get you your sailors.
Look, over there. A galleon. Do you see it?
Yes, a Spanish galleon.
It's there, Captain. It's there.
Ain't never seen nothing like it. No place.
So that's what we couldn't understand. A galleon in the middle of an island.
But how are we ever going to get up there?
Well, it'll take a heap more doing than wishing. That place is powerful high.
It's best not to climb mountains before we get to them.
I don't think that mountain can be climbed. Besides, Ann is reminding us that we have a job to do first. Let's go on and see if we can locate those ryaks.
We're taking over the Sea Hound.
You take me too?
We'll just dump you overboard.
Who cook for you? You take me, I'd be cook. I help you.
We've got an idea there, Vardman.
I don't trust him. I have always give you good food.
How about I take a chance on you? Start in by getting something to eat. We're hungry.
That's right away, right away.
I hope you're right. We'll dump them overboard anyway. After supper, I'll give you the word, Vardman. By that time, the sailors Van Wart is sending will be here.
Quiet, here he comes.
You let me know you come, you have better dinner.
This'll be swell, Cookie.
You know how hungry we are.
Can see you very hungry fellas. Mr. Rand, you look. Maybe this your crew.
How'd they get in the water?
Maybe you'll find out if you ask them.
Hey, you guys, what are you...
I think your new captain needs you outside. It is good for a man wishing to become sailor to first learn to swim.
Let's stop here and rest. We'll move on before dawn.
Captain, look, there's something ahead. It's a campfire.
This may be the break we've been waiting for.
Do we ride herd on them?
Not quite, Tex. It's a scouting job.
Well, I'm from engine country. I'm gonna go with you. Gee, Tex always gets to go with you, Captain.
This time he gets to stay, Jerry. I'm going alone. If I need help, I'll be back. The rest of you wait until dawn, then move on.
Captain's heading away from camp. Now we can finish the rest of them.
Don't be impatient, Singapore. The captain's leaving us for a good reason. If we wait here, we'll find out what it is.
The captain was mine. You said that, Admiral.
Don't worry, he's yours in due time.
Chinaman is crazy.
Crazy as a fox.
Good evening, gentlemen.
There wasn't an able seaman in your whole crew, Van Wart.
How can you be sure? You had no ship to sail.
You swindled us.
Next time, we'll shoot that Chinaman when we board the ship.
That's what I wanted to do this time. When do we try again?
We can relax for a while. The way the captain's party is roaming around the jungle, they'll be wiped out by either the Ryaks or the Admiral crew. And those two are bound to finish each other.
We're going to wait until that happens?
Why not? When the smoke clears, we'll step in and take over.
Jerry, somebody's coming.
It's my father. Dad.
That's Whitney, the man we've been looking for.
Shall we take him?
No, keep him in sight. If the captain comes in, we'll take them both. Go pass the word along.
Yeah, I couldn't understand what had happened today when I first saw you.
Well, I'll tell you. I had to act like a demented person because the natives are superstitious about such people.
You sure had us fooled, Mr. Whitney.
If I'd have recognized you, it might have cost you your lives.
But where have you been? What's happened?
Well, first of all, I found the treasure. I know where it's hidden.
Do you mean we can get it, Mr. Whitney?
Oh, no, not as easy as all that. It's in a place that's almost impregnable.
It's on top of a real high hill, ain't it?
A high cliff, impossible to scale.
Say, Mr. Whitney, where's the captain?
Well, I thought he was right behind me. He rescued me from the Ryaks' camp.
We should be here by now.
Well, maybe something went wrong.
Tex, you go and find out where he is.
Yeah, Jerry and I'll shove off. You two wait here.
But be careful, those natives are deadly.
Two of them are leaving camp. Pete, pick up some men and see if they don't get too far.
I'll handle them.
Could anything have happened to it, Father?
Well, he sent me ahead out of the natives' camp. Everything looked clear.
I hope they find him. It means everything to us.
I'm sure it does. But we must be very careful. This is a dangerous business.
I can still see the campfire, Tex. Yeah. Things look mighty quiet. I still don't understand what could have happened to the captain.
Don't come any further.
Well, those two won't bother anybody for a while.
We better get back to the Admiral.
If there's any wild animals around here, they'll finish those two for good.
Come on, we got another job to do.
Admiral force Whitney to tell him the secret of the Spanish gold? What new development has caused this excitement on the Admiral's boat? You can't afford to miss Dangerous Waters, Chapter 12 of The Sea Hound, at this theater next week. Rescues Whitney from the Ryaks, Captain Silver is himself captured by the ferocious natives. Believing he's their enemy and that he's come to rob them, the Ryaks prepare to execute him in accordance with an ancient tribal custom.
Tex! Come on, Tex! Who are those guys? Let me at it.
Snap out of it, they've gone.
Admiral's men, weren't they?
Yes, but forget them. We've got to find out what's happened to the captain.
Yeah, he may be in a jam somewhere. It's almost sunup.
Glad of that. It's been a long night. I hope those Ryaks didn't get the captain.
Let's don't think about that.
What can we do, Tex? Well, we got to do something fast.
Yeah. I've got it, Jerry. You know, these natives are afraid of guns. Well, I'll scatter them with my six-shooter.
All right, you give me your knife and I'll cut the captain loose.
Okay. Let's go. How do you feel, Cap?
I'm okay. My arm's a little stiff. Who did it, Anne?
The Admiral and his men. They took my father with them.
Don't worry, Anne. We'll find them.
They may have been watching us all the time. Did they say anything?
Nothing that would be important to us, but I'm afraid they'll make my father talk.
Talk about what?
Well, while we were waiting for you, he said he knew where the secret treasure was.
Did he say where?
Nobody said he could take us to it, but it would be very dangerous.
Hey, I bet it's sure enough on that flat-top mountain we saw.
Yes, in the hands of the Ryaks. That'll have to wait.
I know the Admiral will make him talk.
Not if we get there quickly enough. He's either at the plantation or on the Admiral's ship.
Well, we can always toss a coin.
No, Tex. We'll try the plantation first. That's on the way to the inlet. Are you able to travel, Anne?
I'll keep up with you.
She sure enough will, too.
We gotta be careful not fall into a trap.
Whitney. Whitney. You remember your name is Whitney. We're your friends. We're trying to help you. We want to know where the gold is. The gold, Whitney, so that we can help you to get it.
I've got ways of making him talk.
Shut up, Singapore. I want him alive, not dead. I'll try to make him remember, then he'll talk.
I don't think it'll work, Admiral.
I'll handle this my way, and I'll flog anyone who interferes. Whitney. Whitney, try to listen. I'm talking to you. We want to help you. Help you.
Take him away. Lock him in the cabin. Keep a guard on him.
You know, I think you're right, Admiral. Maybe it's the only way to make him talk.
Of course I'm right. Get somebody in here with some food.
Yes, sir.
We've made sure Mr. Whitney isn't at the plantation. You can be certain he's on that ship.
We'll need a boat to get out there.
Swimming is safer, Tex.
Captain, we can make it.
You two are going to stand guard here and look after Ann.
Now, wait a minute. You ain't dealing us out.
I'm taking the only possible way of getting Whitney off that ship. It can't be done by force.
Suppose they catch you.
I'll try not to let that happen. If there's any trouble, Tex and Jerry will hear it. That's why it's better for you two to stay here, to bail us out in case there is trouble.
You sure have a way of twisting the bull stick. All we can do is hope you don't get in trouble and wish you do.
I'll be seeing you. We'll all meet here.
Murdoch. It's time to relieve Singapore.
Want to try and work on Whitney again?
After I've finished eating.
I'll see he stays awake.
Don't question him. I'll handle that.
Get on deck fast. Get the boat. Go after them.
What over the other boat?
Shots are coming from the inlet. The captain must be off the ship.
Let's try to reach them.
We'll have to go around the cove. Let's hurry. I'm afraid I'll have to rest a minute.
We haven't much time.
Guess I can make it now. We better try it.
Move as fast as you can. Go by way of those cliffs, or we'll run right into the Admiral's plantation.
Put out from the ship. I'll stand by here for him.
The captain won't get very far with that old man.
When the Admiral comes ashore, we'll follow. Now get going.
Trail. Tex, we've got to keep on.
We'll meet them, I'm sure we will.
But I can't figure out why they shooting stopped so sudden like. It sounded like they were still on the water. Well, we won't find them standing here.
For the cliffs. Lon and Sloan are after him.
So the captain took you like sitting ducks.
We had sight of Whitney in the water, Admiral.
But the captain, you couldn't see him. So wonder he didn't drown all three of you. Come on, let's see how the other two are botching up the job.
They ain't far ahead.
have to rest. You'll rest here. No, I think you better go on ahead.
No, you'll be able to make it.
No, you better go on by yourself. After all, we have to think of Anne.
We'll make it together. Here they come. Got to get out of here. Come on. Quick, in that hollow log.
How much longer will Rand be able to play this dangerous game? Against whom is this night attack in the jungle directed? See the amazing answers in The Panther's Prey, Chapter 13 of The Sea Hound, at this theater next week. Captain Silver and Whitney escape from the Admiral's ship and swim to shore. While Tex and the others try to find them, the Admiral's men pick up their trail and close in rapidly. Cornered on the rugged coast, Silver and Whitney resort to strategy in a desperate effort to elude their pursuers.
What's been going on here?
We tossed the captain of Whitney into the drink.
So you've killed Whitney, too, huh? You know I needed him.
You said to take care of the captain.
Get down to the beach and see what happened. Murdoch, go with them in case they get any more bright ideas.
Well, here's the call. There's no sign of life on the Albatross.
Captain should be here by now.
Let's look for him. I would if I knew where to start.
Footprints. One of them is all right. He carried the other down the beach.
Yeah, but which one?
The captain, of course. Whitney couldn't carry anybody.
Well, we could get a boat and row out, or else we could look in the jungle in case he came ashore somewhere else. Or we could just sift the sand on the beach. Jerry. We're going to stay put, leastways for now.
It
captain took to the jungle. It'll be tougher from now on.
I think Murdoch and the others are following a trail into the jungle.
Whitney's alive, and the captain's getting away with him.
We can head him off by going down that side of the hill.
Go and see what that native's up to.
That fellow brought Van Wart a message.
Get him when he comes out and find out what's happening.
Here he comes.
Unless you want trouble, you better give out with that message you brought Van Wart.
No gun. Cat's got his tongue.
Maybe you're using the wrong persuader. Some of these local boys are more afraid of knives. How about that?
I tell Van Wart, Admiral got old white man.
He means Whitney. Go on.
If Captain come canoa, Admiral Van Wart keep him there. I tell all now.
Message arrived a bit late for Van Wart to waylay the captain. But since the Admiral has Whitney, it's time for us to step into the picture.
Yeah, we don't want the Admiral to get too far ahead of us. What'll we do with him?
You know what'll happen if you don't keep quiet about this?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Let him go.
Feeling better?
Yes, I think I'll be all right.
Once we reach Tex and the others, you'll be safe. Then we can go after the treasure.
What happened, Murdoch?
Whitney's alive and the captain's helping him get away. They can't be far ahead, but they're going slow.
You know jungle trailing, Manila. You go ahead with Murdoch. We'll follow.
The Admiral's the hard way?
They'd have spotted us if we went along the beach. Stop feeling sorry for yourself.
Anything wrong?
I think we're being followed.
You better go on without me. I'm slowing you down.
No, we can make it.
It's them, all right. Don't hit Whitney. The Admiral wants him alive.
I'm only signaling.
Those were shots.
That may be the captain.
Yeah, somebody's shooting at him.
Well, let's not just stand here.
Let's go and find out what they mean.
I'm going to plug the captain.
Pete, you shoot Whitney and I'll... Nobody's shooting anything in this light.
Where are they?
Hold up there in the brush.
Close in on him.
Ammunition.
That did it for now, at least.
You came just in time.
You're going to leave in time with Ann.
I don't understand.
The Admiral will probably order another attack. You and your father go back to the jungle pool. We'll cover you and meet you there later.
He's right, Ann. You better hurry.
All right. Let me have my belt. Tex, you better reload.
Right. Here's your hat.
What are you three doing back here?
Murdoch ran out of ammunition.
The captain found reinforcements.
I don't care if he's got field artillery. Manila, take Ronald Sloan. Hit the captain from that side. I'll take him from the other. Singapore. You, Murdoch, come with me.
Captain, they're closing in.
This is a break. There's Whitney. Hold it, both of you.
Rand, you can tell me...
We can do without the dramatics. If you don't want to get mussed up, come along with us quietly. This way.
Closing in from this side now.
Ann and her father should be safe by now. I'm going to try an old trick. Fire a couple of rounds, then follow me.
Come on, Gary.
Now we'll let them fight it out.
Charge them.
Hey, hold it. It's me, Manila.
Where's the captain and Whitney?
They left us shooting at each other.
We can still find them.
It's no use. Our collective stupidity has been rather expensive. Back to the plantation.
Ann! Mr. Whitney!
Captain, do you suppose something happened to him?
Sure, Jerry. Otherwise, they'd be here.
Well, the Admiral didn't have anything to do with this.
That's right. That leaves only two interested parties, Rand and Barton.
Well, where do you think they might be?
I don't know, but we'll start with the settlement.
Yeah, you know, we could use some ammunition, too.
Take us to the Admiral. We have important business with him.
You're not going anywhere else.
Well, Mr. Rand, what's the proposition?
We're holding Ann Whitney prisoner.
She means nothing to me.
We also have her father.
Where is he?
He'll do business. I feel that, given a little encouragement, Whitney will tell us where the Spanish treasure is.
Fortunate for you.
If you'll join forces with us, help fight off the captain, split the gold 50-50, why,
You'll turn over Whitney and the girl?
Yes.
It's a deal.
Well, we certainly didn't get much out of Van Wart. The main thing is, Ann and her father are not there.
Hey, look, Badger.
Gee, Swamish,
sure. Must have got lonesome, that right, Fetcher?
Now that we got reinforcements, we can down and have a talk with Andrew.
Yeah, the only trouble is getting him to give out with anything.
We can try.
Oh, Captain! Monsieur Tex, Jerry!
Hello, Andre. Miss Whitney and her father have disappeared. We think that Rand and Bardman are responsible. We came out here to find out if you'd heard anything.
How unfortunate. I have heard nothing concerning Monsieur Rand and his friend. But
Go on.
the native whom I treated said that an elderly man and a girl had been brought to the Aberels plantation, evidently as prisoners.
Then that's Rand out.
Maybe, but we've still got him to figure on. I think he's playing two ends against the middle. Andre, there's plenty of tobacco at the store in case you need any.
My thanks, monsieur. It is a pleasure to be of assistance.
Come on.
I sent Whitney back to the slave camp to separate him from his daughter. I dislike unnecessary harshness, so I shall make an effort to reason with the old man.
Being soft won't get you anywhere.
Mr. Rand, I said I dislike unnecessary harshness. Of course, if he refuses to cooperate, that's an entirely different matter.
The captain will try to spring them if he finds out they're here.
I was going to insist that they be well guarded.
Gentlemen, I don't need these instructions. Singapore will see that things are handled properly. And right now, I would welcome the captain. Then we could eliminate him entirely.
Let's make sure we're not falling into a trap. It'd be stupid to try anything now. One thing is certain. Those guards are proof that Anne and her father are there.
Well, how do you figure the next move, Captain?
Hole up in the jungle. Tonight, we'll see.
So, you all time try to see white girl. Lonnie thinks maybe you don't love her. You love white girl.
You're crazy, Alani. I was just trying to see if the door was locked.
Singapore lie.
danger has Tex so unexpectedly been confronted with? Will the treacherous Rand at last be able to accomplish his purpose? Don't fail to see The Fatal Double Cross, Chapter 14 of The Sea Hound, at this theater next week. While Captain Silver and Tex search for her, Anne is held hostage by the Admiral, who hopes to force Whitney to lead him to the Spanish treasure. Ilani, a native girl, is jealous of Anne and now plans to remove her as an imagined rival.
What thing you thrown out here?
I don't think we're being followed. Probably too busy with the animal.
Captain, I owe you my life many
Oh,
times.
forget it. We're in it together. Your father, was he at the plantation?
No, they've taken him away.
Stop.
The animal's back in his cage.
See that it stays there.
Right. Captain's getting away with the Whitney girl. They're heading through the jungle.
That's one more we owe him.
We were getting worried about you, Miss Anne.
That makes two of us.
Jerry, Tex and I are going to take Ann back to the settlement. You stick around here with Fetch and keep an eye on the Admiral. Get word to me if he starts organizing an expedition.
You bet, Captain.
And Jerry, be careful.
Oh, gee, Ann, you don't have to worry about me.
Come on.
You betcha.
Old man Whitney will be hard to handle now that his daughter's safe.
Don't be stupid. Whitney's not to know about it. I'll make a deal with him in the morning at the slave camp. I hope that after a good night's sleep you feel more reasonable.
I'm not going to talk, if that's what you mean.
You'll regret it if you don't tell me what I want to know.
Betcha. Stay here and be quiet.
Don't depend upon Rand, because he's with us.
I'm not depending upon Rand. He's a traitor.
If you're hoping for help from the captain, forget it. He's dead.
I don't believe it.
Of course, you know your daughter is my prisoner. And I don't have to tell you that her safety depends upon your cooperation.
All right, if I must, I'll guide you to the treasure. But I warn you, it's a long and dangerous journey.
I'm quite willing to take the risk.
take this to the captain.
Hey, you. Hurry up, sweetie. Very bad worker.
Captain, I'm pleased that you've taken over my poor little establishment. I've enjoyed your company and that of your friends. But this humiliation.
Haven't you heard? Turnabout's fair play. Hey, Tex. While you're killing time, go out to the ship. Get some ammunition from Cookie.
Okay, Captain.
You think we'll be needing it?
I'm letting the Admiral make the first move. That may mean anything.
You can say that again. Well, I'll be on my way.
Yeah.
Ahoy, Cookie! Continue hailing, please. I'm testing new defense for Sea Hound. Ahoy, Sea Hound! Avast, you lovers!
Okay, Cookie, what's the big idea?
Very big idea indeed. Device to repel unwelcome visitors. Fortunately, only blank shells used in the test.
Oh, fine. So use me as a guinea pig. Do I look like a guinea pig?
To use a fervent American expression, could be.
Be sure to leave glasses good shine. No good shine, no supper.
If you'll stop this infernal nonsense and take a message to the Admiral, I'll pay you well.
You pay much, maybe can do.
I want you to tell the Admiral that the captain is here and I need help. You understand?
What money? Now I go. You polish glasses good, huh?
Yes, yes, of course.
Yeah, then when I fell in the drink, Cookie laughed his fool head off.
Have something to tell you, Captain, please. Sure. Mr. Benward just paid me to take message to Admiral. Ask him send help.
So?
So nothing. I tell you instead. Charlie like be boss man. Good joke on Mr. Benward, eh?
Good joke, yes, but keep under cover so that he doesn't suspect anything.
All right, Captain, sure.
Thank you, Charlie.
Hey, look who's coming.
Jerry says Mr. Whitney is leading the Admiral to the gold.
He wouldn't do that.
He was forced into it, of course. Jerry's going to see which direction they take and then meet us at the old camp.
Well, we better not waste any more time then. Fetch it. Fetch it. Back in the ship.
We'll get some supplies and start. Make sure Van Wart doesn't suspect anything.
Hello, Jerry.
Hi. We got your note, Jerry. Where's the Admiral's party now?
They're quite some distance ahead, and they're going towards Ryak country.
We'll trail them.
We'll rest here for a while.
Now is just as good a time as any.
I want to talk with you a minute, Murdoch. I can make it worth your while to side with Barton and myself when we get the treasure. That is, if you'll see that Long and Sloan line up with us, too.
Double-crossing the Admiral is a risky business. How much is there in it?
Half the Admiral's share of the treasure to divide among the three of you.
Okay, I'll play ball.
Time's up. Let's move on.
We're making good time.
Yeah, we ought to be catching up with the Admiral soon.
Not by standing here.
Mr. Rand, come here a moment, please. I decided to split our group into 2 sections. You, Whitney, and I will go ahead to deal with the Ryaks. The rest will remain here.
Well, isn't that risky? What's your idea?
Oh, shall we say I find it advantageous? Sure you can have no objections, can you?
No.
Mr. Rand and I have rearranged our plans. He, Whitney, and I will go on ahead. The rest of you stay here until you get further word from me.
Murdoch. How about that deal of ours?
What deal are you talking about?
Quit stalling. You know what I mean.
Oh, double-crossing the Admiral?
That's right.
Those shots could mean anything. Jerry, stay here with Ann. Tex and I will scout ahead.
Somebody heading this way.
No telling who it is. We'd better catch up with the Admiral.
Boy, they're sure done for. Yeah. Kind of justice, though. Admiral had us split in his own ranks after trying to cause one in ours. We better go back.
What happened to you 3?
Vardman went crazy and started shooting. He got Singapore and Manila before we could stop him.
We heard someone coming, so we cleared out.
I know how this must distress you. Vardman was your most trusted friend.
It does. But your loss is greater, Admiral. You lost 2 friends. I lost 1.
I want a more detailed report. Lon, you and Sloan mount guard here in case anybody shows up. Murdoch.
I'm going after some water.
Vardman knew his game was up. That's why he started shooting.
Game's up for Rand, too. He mustn't have a chance to start any shooting.
Right, Admiral. Just say the word.
Captain, did you find the Admiral?
We spotted a campfire up ahead. It could be the Admiral's.
Do you think my father's with them?
I don't know, Ann. Tex and I are going ahead to investigate. You two stay here. Jerry, douse that fire.
Hold it!
What is it? What happened?
Rand tried to give you his knife from the back.
I'll take the knife, Rand. You won't be needing it. Mr. Mr. Rand, you stand guilty of attempted murder. The evidence is conclusive. The sentence is death.
What do you think you are, prosecuting attorney, judge, and jury?
He's right. You can't take the law into your own hands.
If you value your life, don't interfere. Lon, Sloan, take the prisoner away and carry out the sentence. Remind me that I owe you my life, Murdoch. Right now, you'd better follow Lon and Sloan to see that Rand doesn't make them change their mind.
What about him?
You won't give me any trouble.
They're going to kill me. You've got to help me out.
Stop whimpering like a baby.
What fate now awaits Tex and Jerry, prisoners of the Ryax? Is it to be the Admiral who finally discovers the hiding place of the gold? For the amazing climax, see Captain Silver's Last Stand, the final chapter of the Sea Hound, at this theater next week. As both Captain Silver's and the Admiral's parties venture into dangerous Ryac country in search of the Spanish gold, Rand treacherously attempts to kill the Admiral. Rand is sentenced to death. He flees from his captors as Silver and Tex scout the Admiral's camp.
Kill me. You've got to help me out.
Stop whimpering. We've got a fight on our hands.
Captain and Tex must be in trouble. Maybe I can help them. Anne, are you afraid to stay here alone?
No, go ahead, Jerry. I'll be all right.
Has Tex come back yet?
No, and Jerry heard some shots and went ahead to join you.
It'd be just like Tex to trail those two right to the Admiral's camp.
The Admiral's near?
Yes.
Stanley ran, too, I imagine.
He won't do us any more harm. The Admiral got fed up with him. We've got to get your father before any harm comes to him. Come on.
You take care of Rand?
You can forget him, Admiral.
Yeah, and one of the captain's men, too. That seagoing cowboy.
Don't tell me you got courage enough to take him on.
We had him cornered when a band of rags showed up and ambushed him.
It's just as well. He might have hurt you boys.
Where's Murdoch?
I sent him on a little errand. Start, Whitney. You'll lead us to where the treasure is hidden.
This is as far as we're going.
Now, don't be difficult. You know what may happen to your daughter.
I don't believe that you're holding a hand. If you were, I think you would have brought her along to threaten me.
I don't understand you at all, Whitney. We made a bargain.
I brought you here to turn you over to the Ryaks. And I'm willing that they take me, too.
I began to think you really are mad. I thought you knew by now that we have ways of making you do as we wish.
I'm not going to take you to the secret door where the treasure is hidden.
Makes no difference, Admiral. I can lead you to it.
I see you haven't wasted the night, Murdoch.
Not only the entrance to the treasure, but I saw the Ryaks take two of the captain's crew with them. That's after I finished the captain and Rand. When these two let him break away.
I'll attend to that little matter later on. Right now, you've got another chance. See him? We don't need him any longer. Does that give you any ideas?
That means we can leave him here.
Yeah, so he can't tell anybody else what he knows.
Come on, Whitney. We're going for a walk.
What are they going to do with Father?
Nothing if we can help it.
Stop. There.
Let them go, Captain. I know where they're going. First, I have something very important to tell you.
What is it, Father?
It's about your two men, Tex and Jerry.
What happened to them?
One of the Admiral's men reported they're in the hands of the Ryaks.
In the hands of the Ryaks? We've got to get to them.
The Admiral and his men are on their way to the escarpment. Murdoch has discovered the secret entrance of the Ryaks.
Do you know where it is, Father?
Yes, I was taken in that way.
Well, maybe we can get there first.
Well, I have some influence with the Ryaks. That is, we're not too late.
Are you able to travel fast?
Don't worry, I won't hold you up.
How much further do we have to go?
Still quite a distance. We got out of this jungle into rough country. That's where the Ryaks are. This is Ryak country. We'll have to keep our eyes open.
They're tricky savages. Shoot any you see on sight.
We'll keep clear of any heavy brush. They're liable to be hiding in it.
Judgment is spoken. You come to steal treasure of our tribe. You must be punished.
How about cutting us loose then, so we can take it like men?
Anger!
They're gonna give us the water cure.
Too bad we haven't got our diving suits.
Maybe the captain will bring him.
Do you know where this leads, Murdoch?
Well, I saw the Ryaks go in. There must be some kind of steps that lead to the top.
What can 4 of us do against the whole tribe? We ought to figure out something, Admiral.
All we have to figure out is how to cart away the gold. With our guns, we can mow those savages down. They won't have a chance against us.
The Admiral's right. They've only got primitive weapons.
Murdoch. Trader's Julie. The whole works isn't worth $10. All the same.
Well, the gold must be around here.
You have defiled village of Fire God, Renella. Punishment is this low death.
If your fire god needs sacrifices, then take these. I can make rich offerings to your fire god. I have a ship laden with treasure. Throw us to the wolves.
Come on. Come on. Tell us of treasure.
Now we're going back and settle with that double-crossing admiral.
This is the entrance here.
Looks like they're welcoming us.
I suspect the Admiral's party came in this way and left the door open.
We will look up this treasure you offer.
You'll have to go to my ship.
We'll go. You stay.
You want the treasure and me too.
Judgment will come later.
Sound like a bunch of double-dealing savages.
Don't anyone move. If you want your chief to stay alive, we come after our friend, the Admiral.
You got me wrong, Murdoch. I was going to get you away from him.
You'll never sell anyone else down the river.
I didn't mean anything, Murdoch. Believe me. I was going to pay him off. You see, they got me, too.
Don't come any closer.
I'll kill your chief before you get me.
Drop it, Admiral. Get his gun. I've been waiting for this for a long time.
Now turn! Admiral! Never mind. The captain will take care of it. Boy. Shoot. Okay. And I'm a seagoing cowboy, and I don't hanker for my water in a trough. 5 minutes more, and we've been goners.
As Cookie would say, better come late than no come at all.
The chief says Captain with warrior has caught Admiral in trap. Now he's gone and his evil men. And land ours again. Chief will give much treasure to our new friends. Treasure is yours.
Treasure? Well, that stuff isn't worth...
Tell the chief we thank him. We'll always be his friends.
Our men will carry treasure to your ship.
Good. I thought maybe I'd have to carry it.
Stand by to hoist all sails.
Captain Silver! Gold! Captain Silver! Native people fool you, Captain Silver.
What'd they do, Cookie?
They do not give you cheap traders jewelry. It's gold.
What?
You can't mean that, Cookie.
Solid gold. Even the chests are solid gold. Without knowing, you have found lost treasure.
Oh, I'm sure the chief and Naylor knew it was gold. They just wanted us to find out for ourselves.
Then Father did find what he came after.
Many men have great treasure and never learn the truth.
Well, Silver, I reckon now I can just get laid.
Yes, Dex? Well, that's what you think. Get aboard and hoist those sails. Go on.
Aye, aye.
I'm glad your dad's expedition was a success.
Thanks to you.